Hey, what's up everyone? GameDad here, coming at you guys with a new kind of video for the channel, and that is a Hidden Gems video. I've had a lot of requests recently for me to do a Hidden Gems video, especially to start with the Xbox 360. So thank you GamerDude6000 because this was your idea. Now, everything I'm going to go over in this video are my opinions. I do not know if you guys will like the games too, but I wanted to share what I thought were some pretty fun hidden gems out of my own personal 360 collection. So, without further ado, let's dive on in. Now, first up for our hidden gems video today is Brutal Legend. Now, I'm a pretty big Jack Black fan, so it was pretty exciting to see a game that was completely narrated and voiced by Jack Black. And the game is just as ridiculous as he is. I mean, you go through, you're playing as this super epic metalhead roadie, and all of a sudden you get like sucked into the depths of hell, and instead of being scared or freaked out or anything, your character is just like, well, this is awesome, it's totally metal down here. Now, the game is a total like 3D open beat 'em up, so it's awesome. You just have absolutely ridiculous skills and techniques. You go through just beating the crap out of everything in sight, using guitars, using, magical powers, things like that. And it's just way over the top ridiculous, but the game is a ton of fun. Now, graphically, it's a little cartoony, but that kind of works with the overall just silly nature of the game in general. Now, even with it looking kind of silly and the dialogue, which, by the way, you can choose if you want it to have all the glorious cussing in every syllable, their words, or if you want it to be a more clean experience, or if you want a ton of gore, or a more clean experience. I, of course, chose all the cussing and all the gore and everything because it just added to the humor of the game. But with all that humor, I mean, that's exactly why you would play this game. It just has a ton of humor and it's a ton of fun. I mean, heck, it's even got Ozzy in it. Next up on the list is The Darkness. Now, this one had a sequel release, which arguably is a better game overall, but I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for this one because this is one of the first kind of like horror games, I guess you could say, that I played on the 360. And back in my band days, one of our songs actually was inspired by this game. So, kind of a soft spot in my heart for it, but the game is excellent. It feels like it's going to be like a really big, epic kind of Rockstar game. It totally isn't. It's made by 2K, actually. Now, you play as this kind of like gangster mafia boss kind of guy, and what happens is your whole crew or whatever, they end up turning on you, and it awakens a darkness inside of you. And in this darkness, it grants you all kinds of crazy powers that work in the shadows and stuff, so you got to be mindful of things like, street lamps and lights on buildings, things like that. You got to take all those out, which will make your darkness even stronger. And I mean, it can get pretty graphic. Like your little creatures that are coming out of you, I mean, they are like these weird little like black worms with razor teeth, and those just rip faces off of people. They don't even care. And I mean, it's cool in the sense that it was unique for the time. I don't recall any other game being quite like this one, but it was a lot of fun. It had, the voice acting was not that great, and the dialogue was kind of cheesy, but overall, the story as a whole, I actually really liked it. And apparently, a lot of other people did since it led to a sequel. Now, like I said, the sequel has some more refined mechanics and everything, but I don't know, I really enjoyed playing this game, and going back to get the footage for this, I ended up capturing way more footage than I intended because I was just having a lot of fun playing it. So, this is an excellent hidden gem on the 360. Now, one of the best ways that I have found to find those hidden gem kind of games is look in the little like $5 grab bin. I mean, if it's something where it looks like a super cheap game, you never know. It might actually be a lot of fun. And that was the case with Dark Messiah Might and Magic Elements. This was just a little $5 buy. It was not that intriguing. I mean, it had like this cool orc and stuff on the front. I was like, whatever, it's only $5. I might as well pick it up. This game was a blast. It is so much fun. It's very linear in what's going on. Like, you can kind of see an open 3D world, but you can't go there. You follow a direct path. I mean, at times it can get a little clunky with the controls, but I mean, what do you expect from, a a bargain bin game. It was made by Ubisoft, but still, pretty bargain bin. And, I mean, even with the clunky controls at times, and the graphics are okay, it was still a really fun game. It had a fun story, it had really fun locations to go to, unique monsters to fight, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, I just had a great time playing this game. It's kind of short. I believe the game was about 6 hours or so to beat it, but it was a really fun experience and well worth the money. If you can find this for cheap, I mean, definitely, I would highly recommend getting it. And here we got another bargain bin find, and that is the First Templar. Now, I gotta be honest, the only reason I got this game, I saw the word Templar, made me think Assassin's Creed, and I was like, sure, why not? I mean, I knew they wouldn't be connected in any way, but, you know, you always play as the Assassins, why not play as a Templar? And another one, just like Dark Messiah, this game, it's super fun. It has a pretty good story, kind of clunky controls at times, and it is linear, but it was really fun. It's kind of like a hack and slash adventure game, I guess you could say. It has a few RPG elements, nothing crazy. There isn't like a massive inventory system, but there are a few different things you can collect and stuff like that. And you have a good time. I think it was about a 10-hour game, so relatively speaking to other big games nowadays, it's not a huge time investment, and you get a lot of entertainment for the price that you pay. I think for this one, I paid, again, between $5 and $10, and, I mean, it's even a sleeved game. So, that's kind of nice. You know, you get your little cardboard sleeve in there, and, like I said, the game is actually really fun. So, definitely check it out, The First Templar. Now, next up, it's not necessarily a hidden game, I would say, but it's one in my collection that goes completely against any other kind of mainstream game or anything like that. It's a blast, and it's the more complete version of it, and that is Lego Indiana Jones 2. Now, feels like, you know, there's 100 Lego games for every single platform that comes out. This one, I had completely 100%ed, got every achievement in Lego Indiana Jones, and then they came out with 2, The Adventure Continues, and I completely rebeat the game again, plus all the new content, and this is probably my favorite Lego game. It's so much fun. It goes through Indiana Jones, which are just, you know, awesome movies in general. Not really Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. You know, I didn't care for that one. If you did, good for you. But it was just fun. Playing through the stories. It kind of got updated graphics versus Lego Indiana Jones, the first one. But it's hard to explain. There's just so much to collect. So many characters to unlock. I mean, I think I put probably 25 or 30 hours into this game to 100% it, and it was awesome the entire time. I never got bored, and this was another one. As I was capturing footage, I just found myself playing for hours because I was just having so much fun. The game was complete. I'd already got everything, so there's nothing left to do in it, but it was still fun to just go screw around and play as all the different characters and unlock stuff I've already gotten. So, highly, highly recommend Lego Indiana Jones number 2, because you get extra content out of it. Alright, now, we're all used to playing the hero in all the games. We gotta take out the bad demon people and, you know, save the day, save the princess, whatever game you're playing. Okay, you take out the baddies because you're the good guy. Well, not the case in Overlord. Overlord is so ridiculous and so fun. I love it. It is you playing as the Overlord of all your little demon minions. So, the whole point of this game is to take out the good guy who keeps messing up your evil plans. And it is so much fun. You get like these little minion pits all over where you can spawn minions. You can bend them to your will. If you feel like smacking them around, you can do that. If you feel like sending them to just randomly attack something or burn it down, you can do that. I mean, it's basically a game dedicated to causing mayhem and making sure that the good guys don't win. And it's so much fun because the dialogue is hilarious, and it's such a different and unique concept, and the game is a blast. So, I mean, yeah, it's Overlord on the 360, and it's super fun. Oh, and I just noticed, it's made by the same people that made the Game Genie. It's made by Codemasters. So, I mean, the game is just ridiculous. Codemasters, they like breaking the rules, and this one breaks the rules. You're not the hero saving everyone. You're the bad guy taking out the hero. And there you have it, everyone. Those are my picks out of my own personal collection for some Xbox 360 hidden gems. Now, if you have any awesome hidden gems that I didn't talk about, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it and check those games out. Now, if you are new to the channel or you just haven't yet, please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below, as well as that little notification bell so you get an alert every time I got a new video coming out. Now, as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.